And today, for the first time, the 13-year-old who's accused of shooting his classmate and teacher at Noblesville West Middle School will appear in court. Today is an initial hearing, and our Nicole Griffin is live in Noblesville this morning outside of the courthouse there. Nicole, we know the suspect will not be tried as an adult, but what are we expecting today?
Lauren, good morning. Well, we are expecting a brief initial hearing here at the Hamilton County Courthouse for that 13-year-old suspect. Media is allowed inside, so we will, of course, be there and bring you the very latest details, but our phones and our cameras will not be allowed inside. Now, here's what we know right now about this case. Hamilton County prosecutors have filed charges against the student who is accused of opening fire in a classroom on May 25th, hitting teacher Jason Seaman and classmate Ella Whistler. Weeks later, Ella is still recovering in the hospital after she was shot 7 times. The suspected shooter is facing 11 different counts, including attempted murder. Court documents are revealing that he had 2 handguns at the time of the shooting, and under Indiana law, this case will stay in the juvenile justice system, and he will not be tried as an adult. That is because he is 13 years old, and none of the injuries were fatal. Indiana law does not allow prosecutors to request the case be waived to adult court. Now, to better understand how this will all work here today, RTV6 did interview a judge in the Marion County juvenile justice system. He could not talk specifics on this case here, but here's what he did say. He says the suspect will face a detention hearing. The judge says almost always the state will ask for the child to be detained, and attorneys and parents normally argue for them to go home under certain conditions like GPS monitoring, home confinement, or supervised release. The judge says children who are charged with violent felonies are more likely to be detained pending a trial. Now, that trial date has not been set, but as we mentioned, that hearing is set to start at 8:30 this morning. We will bring you the very latest right here on RTV6. Live in Noblesville this morning, Nicole Griffin, RTV6.
Nicole, thank you. And of course, we'll be sticking with Nicole Griffin all morning long as she sits through that court hearing. We appreciate the update. And the Noblesville School